All right, here's some extra help questions. First of all, we have page 17.3, number 3, A through F. When you multiply, basically you just want to multiply things together first. 2 times 50 is 100. Now, when you go to break this down, you typically want to go 2 brackets and find the biggest perfect square that goes evenly into 100. Well, 100 is a perfect square, so you don't need to do that. It's just 10. Here, 3 times 12, you get radical 36. That's also a perfect square. It's worth 6. When you do pieces here, 5 gets multiplied by the 1 in front, which is 5. The radicals get multiplied together, you get 144 here. Well, your 5 is just a whole number, so you bring it down, and this is actually a perfect square of 12. And 5 times 12 will give you 60. Part D, E, and F. Okay, a little bit more complicated. What you would do here is you multiply these two things together first. You do multiplication before you do subtraction. So you have rad 25 minus rad 16. Both of these are perfect squares. That's 5. That's 4. They're being subtracted. That's how you get 1. Over here, multiply the fractions together. Top times top, bottom times bottom. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 18 is 36. 1 is a perfect square. So what you're really doing is you're taking the square root of each of these things separately. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 36 is 6. The answer is 1/6. Over here, you're going to get 81 on top. 3 times 27. 4 times 4 is 16. Both of these things are perfect squares. You get 9 and you get 4. And so you get 9/4 is the answer for that one. Page 17.4, number 5. Square root of 108 divided by 3. This you break into 2 pieces. 108 is not a perfect square. So you have to find the largest perfect square that'll go into 108. Okay, and you're going to drop down from what is the biggest perfect square that's just smaller than 108? It's going to be 100. But 100 won't divide into 108. Next time from 100, 9 squared is 81. 81 won't fit into 108. 64 won't fit in. 49 won't fit in. 36 actually does. If you take 108 divided by 36, you get 3 left over. 36 times 3 is 108. This is worth 6. And 3 and 6 reduce to 1 and 2 respectively. On top you have 2 and a rad 3. On the bottom you have 1. So the answer is 2 rad 3 over 1, or just simply 2 rad 3. Here, your half is a real number. It's not a radical, so you bring it down. The biggest perfect square that goes into 32 is 16. It goes in twice. 1/2 comes down again. Square root of 16 is exactly 4, which is a whole number, no longer radical. This leftover piece, radical 2, is not a perfect square because it comes down as part of your final answer. What's half of 4? 2. Radical 2 is your last answer. And then lastly, we had page 17.6, number 22. I'm going to leave the 2 and the 3 alone for a while. I'm going to break apart rad 20 up here. Rad 64, I'm going to put here. I'm not using radicals because I know that 64 is a perfect square, which is just worth 8. But the 20, the biggest perfect square that goes into 20, 16 is underneath it, but it doesn't fit in. 9 is the next one down from 16. It doesn't divide evenly into 20. The next one down is 4, which does divide evenly into 20 5 times. This is worth 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Radical 5 on top. On the bottom, 3 times 8 is 24. 4 and 24 reduce to 1 and 6 respectively. The final answer would be radical 5 on top, or 1 radical 5 over 6.